Back up, down to that sort of...
Because again, oh, he's still in.
Brace yourselves, fight fans, as the round ends on another year of heart-stopping boxing action. It's time to revisit the explosive moments that left us breathless. These are the most brutal boxing knockouts of 2023. Number 1. Diego Pacheco and Jack Cullen collided on March 11, 2023 in a highly anticipated super middleweight bout held in Liverpool, England. The fight was scheduled for 10 rounds but didn't go past the 4th.
Right hand over the top this time, missed with the uppercut.
Pacheco initiated the sequence with a devastating left hook to Cullen's body, sending him to the canvas. Although Cullen managed to rise to his feet, Pacheco didn't stop.
Desperate trouble. Pacheco now follows through and the referee dives over.
He threw a barrage of 5 consecutive punches to Cullen's head, which made him crumble. This forced the referee to jump in and halt the bout, declaring Pacheco the winner. Number 2. Liam Smith and Chris Eubank Jr. met in a highly anticipated middleweight bout on January 21, 2023 at the AO Arena in Manchester, England. The fight was billed as a make-or-break contest for both men, with the winner likely to push on toward a world title shot. Smith dominated the fight initially, establishing his range early and landing the more effective punches. Eubank seemed to be in control of the fight early on, but Smith turned the tables in the 4th round with a right hand that rocked Eubank and sent him to the canvas.
Of an opportunity to do his own work this time, though. Let's go with the left hand.
Despite Eubank beating the count, Smith's subsequent flurry resulted in one of the most shocking knockout upsets in recent years. Forcing the referee to stop the contest and give Smith the victory by technical knockout. Eubank was left with grotesque swelling under his eye, a clear aftermath of Smith's relentless assault. Originally slated to square off against Anthony Young, Rocha found himself in an unexpected matchup against short-notice replacement Ashi. It became apparent to Rocha quite swiftly that Ashi lacked the punching power to pose any threat.
Be imminent because again, oh my goodness, what a right hook!
In the 3rd round, a quick right sat Ashi down so he could think about what had happened to him. After that, the referee took a quick timeout in the 6th round to inspect Rocha's cut above his eye. It was A-OK, and the fight continued.
Onslaught from Rocha. Oh my goodness!
In the last minute of the 7th round, we saw the most brutal knockout of the year. Rocha put Ashi to sleep with a thunderous right. Number 4. This was by far the biggest event of the year. Gervonta Davis faced Ryan Garcia at the T-Mobile Arena in Sin City on April 22nd. Both fighters came out aggressive from the opening bell, throwing heavy punches and looking to establish their dominance.
That left hook, oh, what a shot!
Davis landed a heavy right hand in the 2nd round after dodging a left from Garcia. The beautiful counter dropped Garcia to the canvas.
Gervonta Tank Davis just stopped Ryan
Garcia landed a huge right punch, but Davis connected a shot to the stomach, making King Rai drop to his knee. The King finally bowed down, and Tank took the victory in style. Number 5. The vacant WBO European title in the sport's premier division was at stake when David Adelaide went against Dimitri Bezus at York Hill. Bezus had no regard for his own defense. He highly underestimated the punching power of his opponent. Even after taking a right from Adelaide, he pressed on.
Close that gap down to that sort of... Oh, there you go!
Eventually, a massive left hook from Adelaide sent him crashing down. Although Bezus stood up, Bob Williams, the referee, waved off the fight from continuing further. Number 6. In boxing, some fights go the distance and some just end in a flash. This one was definitely the latter. WBA super middleweight champion David Morrell Jr. went against Olympic bronze medalist Yamaguchi Falcao to retain his title on the Davis vs. Garcia undercard on April 22nd. In less than a round, Morrell managed to drop Falcao twice.
And that's exactly what he's doing.
Down goes Falcao, face first. This one is over.
with the second knockdown rendering Falcao unconscious on the canvas. Number 7. Anthony Joshua took care of business on August 12th with a 7th-round knockout win over Robert Helenius at the O2 Arena in London, England. The first 2 rounds were relatively quiet. Joshua didn't throw that many punches as he avoided any offense from Helenius. Joshua finally uncorked a right hand that put Helenius on the ground, ending the fight in the 7th round. Helenius was out cold and fell on his side like a statue. Number 8. Not all knockouts need to be aimed at the head to do the damage. A good shot to the kidney can be equally brutal. Antoine Russell versus Kent Cruz on August 12th was exactly that.
Gary Antoine Russell, he's bullying Kent Cruz. Cruz goes down in the first.
Russell, a 2016 U.S. Olympian, first knocked down Cruz with a left uppercut to the chin.
See, targeting Kent Cruz. Oh, down goes Cruz again on a vicious.
Then ended the fight with a dizzying body blow. Cruz hit the canvas exactly 2 minutes and 39 seconds into the super lightweight bout. The fight didn't even make it past the first round. 9. Some knockouts happen early because one side messes up. But Junto Nakatani versus Andrew Maloney on May 20th went the whole 12 rounds. Both fighters started out strong. It was an even match for most of the bout. Nakatani used his wide base stance to keep Maloney at bay, and Maloney occasionally got through the distance. Maloney's corner almost stopped the fight in the 11th round, but they sent him back. Desperation had the best of Maloney as he went in for the damage, and Junto answered with a powerful left.
Here's what happened. My gosh.
Almost taking the head off of Maloney. It was lights out, and Maloney needed immediate medical assistance after that. Number 10. Boxing is a brutal sport, but some combos feel like art. We witnessed this during a bout between Giovanni Estela and Gerardo Caraballo on the undercard for Hitchens versus Zepeda. Both fighters were at each other's throats from the get-go. Caraballo struck first with a massive swing from the left, putting Estela on the ropes, but he soon bounced back, landing body shots that rattled Caraballo. From that point on, Caraballo shifted to defense. Estela then pulled off a powerful 3-punch combo, an uppercut that led into 2 punches, completely dominating his opponent and taking the win.
As a step up in opponent level, and he knew that he had to prove himself tonight.
Number 11. We all know the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Rising contender Brian Mendoza scored a career-defining upset win, toppling the previously unbeaten Sebastian the Towering Inferno Fundora. As David versus Goliath commenced, both were equally matched. Fundora's height gave him the advantage as he only had to swing a short distance to land an uppercut on Mendoza.
Now he's trying to...
In the 7th round, Mendoza powered through and connected a left to Fundora's face that wobbled him. Mendoza had to capitalize, so he went in with 2 more just to make sure. The giant crumbled before Mendoza and couldn't get back up. Number 12. This knockout was so powerful, the whole crowd heard it. Eduardo Nunez proved an early candidate for the 2023 Knockout of the Year.
You can really hear the punches.
Nunez secured a 2nd-round knockout against Jesus Martin Seca on February 18th with a powerful right hand over the top. Seca found himself flat on his back, requiring several minutes on the canvas. The knockout was Nunez's 24th, maintaining his 100% career knockout rate while handing Seca the first defeat of his professional career. Number 13. Have you ever seen someone get knocked unconscious while still standing? Well, Samuel Antwi knocking out Mason Cartwright to win the British super welterweight title was also our first time. It was an even match from the start. Both were successful in landing their shots from the get-go. Antwi and Cartwright were exhausted by the 12th round as the bout became a slugfest.
A huge right hand there from Antwi, left hook, and Antwi...
At 2:25 of round 12, Antwi let fly a powerful right hand that halted Cartwright in his tracks. He lost consciousness. Antwi, just to make sure he won, landed 2 more hits. This was one of the most bizarre knockouts of this year. Number 14. In boxing, the tide can turn at any time. Lorenzo Grasso faced the undefeated Tyrone King in an entertaining matchup on September 2nd in a 6-round super welterweight bout. The first round was played tactically by both contenders. They used jabs to feel out their opponent and establish their range.
Really sharp 1-2 in the left hand, and Grasso going after King. Big right hand. Oh.
In the second round, Lorenzo pushed hard and connected several decent body shots to King, forcing him to take a knee. The crowd was rooting for Lorenzo.
King. Oh! What a shot!
But that soon changed as King delivered a brutal one-punch knockout at the end of the second round. Number 15. One of the most brutal uppercuts we saw was from the fight between undefeated light heavyweight Khalil Ko and James Quieter. The bout started off with Quieter landing solid hits at Khalil during most of the first round. As the fight progressed to the third, Khalil bounced back and caught Quieter with a hard right that sat him down. He survived the count and came out swinging. Desperate, he let down his defense to go in for a jab.
When you got a guy who's off balance. Oh!
Khalil was expecting this, so he took a step back and tore off Quieter's jaw with a brutal uppercut, ending the bout halfway. And that wraps up this video. If you think we missed a knockout, let us know in the comments below. Peace out.